Hey there, thanks for joining me for today's practice. This is a whole body practice, so we're going to really get moving, but we'll focus particularly on the hips, a little bit on the standing, but once we get down onto our seat, we're going to work into some deeper hip opening poses as well. So make sure that you feel comfortable, and we're going to start in our wide-legged child's pose. So starting slightly towards the back of the mat, big toes together, knees a bit wider than the torso, and then take your arms forward, relaxing the head down. And you could pop your hands underneath the forehead if your head doesn't quite reach the mat. Starting with the arms quite relaxed. And starting to settle into the body and settle into the breath. Just noticing just how your body's feeling. And just in this very early part of the class, if there's any way you're feeling a bit tight or a bit tired, take the breath there as you inhale, and as you exhale, just seeing if you can soften into that part of the body. You might do that a few more times, same part or different part of the body. And then let's start to extend those arms a little bit further away. So lifting the forearms off the mat, palms of the hands shoulder distance apart, actively lengthening out through both sides of the waist. So it's quite an energetic feeling, internally lengthening out, turning the armpits to face down towards the mat, pressing those sitting bones back as you reach the hands away. Taking one big inhale and stay for the exhale. Try to press the sitting bones back a little bit more. And we'll go one more time like that. Inhale to lengthen out. And then exhale, pressing the sitting bones back. And then let's come up into our tabletop position. Setting up the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then just take those hands a little bit further forward at the shoulders. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, sitting the hips back down towards the heels. And then inhale to come back into your tabletop. And then exhale, sitting the hips back down towards the heels. And then inhaling into your tabletop. And again, exhale to sit back, lengthening it through both sides of the waist. And then inhaling to come forward. We're just shifting the weight forward and back. Notice how the crown of the head leads as you shift the weight forward. And the tailbone leads as you shift the weight back. Just one more time like this, inhaling. And then exhaling. And one more time, inhale back into your tabletop. This time, let's bring the big toes together, knees wide. Sit back towards your heels. Bring the right hand back behind you, slightly to the right, and then start to lift the hips up just to where you can, if possible, circling that left arm up and back. Lift the eyes, lift the sternum, inhale, and then exhale. Sitting the hips back down, taking that left arm forward and circling it over to the left, slightly behind you. Lift the hips up, sternum lifts, reach that right arm back, inhale, and then exhale, going the other way. So sitting the hips down, circling that right arm forward, and behind you, take that left arm up, inhaling, big breath, and then exhale, sitting the hips back down. We'll go one more time. Take the left hand back behind you, lifting the hips up, inhaling, sternum lifts, press the hips forward, and then exhale, sitting the hips down. And then let's come back into your tabletop position. Setting up the wrists underneath the shoulders, feet hip distance apart. Release the belly down, lift the eyes, inhaling. Exhale to press the mat away, draw the navel in, tuck the chin in. And then inhaling, go the other way, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhaling. And then one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling, release the belly down this time, lift the eyes, tuck the toes under, and then press the chest towards the thighs as you straighten those legs into your down-facing dog. And then come back down into your tabletop, very lightly coming down to those knees. Inhaling, lift the eyes, and then exhale, down-facing dog. And once again, tapping the knees down, lift the eyes. Inhale, exhaling. We'll go one more time. Tapping the knees down, lift the eyes, and then down facing dog. Come back down into your tabletop position, releasing the toes. Take this right leg back and up. Keep the leg parallel, so try not to let the hip open out. Take an inhale to lift the leg, lift the eyes. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the nose. And then inhale to take it back. Exhaling, bringing the knee in. Draw the belly button in. And then inhale to take it back. Exhaling. And then take another in-breath. Go one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Place that right leg down. Sit back into your child's pose. Just let the arms relax for a moment. Relax the head down. Just taking a breath. Come back into your tabletop position. Taking that left leg back, lifting the leg up, lift the eyes, inhale, exhale, squeeze the knee towards the nose. And again, inhaling, take the leg back, and then exhaling. Thinking about the inside edge of that left leg lifting up. Lifting those eyes as the leg goes back. Weight shifting slightly back towards the left. It's the last one. Place that left leg down. Sit the hips back towards the heels. Relax the head, relax the arms. Just allow the breath to settle. And coming back into your tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, come into down facing dog. Pedaling out through the feet, right and left. Steady gaze with your eyes. And then lowering the heels back down, looking forward towards the hands, stepping one foot forward and the other foot forward. If you can just stay hip distance apart for a moment, we'll hang down in our Uttanasana, feeling free to keep the knees bent and either holding on to your elbows here or you could interlace the fingers at the base of the head. It's the weight of the hands lengthening out the entire spine. Just letting the belly relax down to the thighs. One more breath. Just releasing those hands down, softening through the knees. Take a spinal roll to come all the way up to standing. And coming into your Tadasana. So big toes together. Let's lift all 10 toes up and spread them back down. Reaching down through the fingertips, turn the palms to face forward. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, tailbone dropping down. Take an inhale, reach those arms up, looking up towards the thumbs. And then exhale. Forward fold from the hips. You can bend through the knees here if you need to into your Uttanasana. Relax the head down. Inhale into your halfway lift. Hands can stay down or bring them to the shin bones. Don't let them hang in the air. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step back into your plank position. Crown of the head reaching forward. Lifting through the belly. Take an inhale. Let's take our modified chaturanga. Come down to the knees. Bend those elbows, just halfway down, squeeze the elbows in, little pause, and then release all the way down. Release the tops of the feet down, hands reaching back, coming into your baby cobra. And just for this one, let's just keep it nice and low. Hardly any weight on the hands, using your back strength. Try to lift the kneecaps off, take one more inhale, and then exhale through your tabletop position, back into down dog. And let's take 5 full breaths here. Just allowing the gaze to settle. Lengthening the inhale and the exhale. Just taking one more inhale. As you exhale, lifting those heels up, soften through the knees, looking forward and stepping one foot forward and the other foot forward, letting the head relax. Taking an inhale into your halfway lift and then exhale, fold. Taking the arms out to the side, pressing down through the feet as you come up to standing, reaching up, inhaling, and then exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, stepping back into your plank position. Feeling really free to stay with the modified version of Chaturanga, but otherwise we're going to go for our full Chaturanga now. Taking an inhale, as you exhale, shift the weight slightly forward, squeeze the elbows in, tiny little pause here. We're going to release all the way down, release to the tops of the feet, and coming up into a higher cobra this time. Squeeze those elbows in, elbows stay bent, press down through the tops of the feet, lift the kneecaps off, inhaling, and then exhale through your tabletop, down facing dog. Just 3 breaths now. Pressing down through the inside edges of the hands. On the next exhale, let's soften through the knees, look forward towards the hands. You can either step or if you want to hop forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, coming back up to standing, looking up towards the thumbs, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward. Bend the knees, either step or hop back into your plank position. Full Chaturanga up face dog is an option now. Take an inhale, exhale, bend those elbows back, sternum reaching forward. Inhale into your up dog, shoulders down and away from the ears, lift through the belly, option to lift those eyes. Take one more inhale, lift through the belly, back into your down facing dog. Just 3 breaths again. Just always settling the eyes down as soon as you come into stillness in a pose. And on your next exhale, softening through the knees, look forward towards the hands, either step or hop forward in between the hands, inhaling, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Taking the arms out to the side, inhaling, palms of the hands come together. Let's draw the hands down through the center line. Release them down by your side. Let's bend the knees and come into your Utkatasana. Reaching those arms up alongside the ears. Feet and knees together if you can. Sitting down a little bit deeper. Eyes might lift up in between the hands. Keep lifting up through the lower belly. Drop the hips down. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, forward fold. And let's interlace the fingers behind the back. Pressing the heels of the hands together if that's available. If you need to keep the wrists separate, that's totally fine. Try to shift the weight forward onto the balls of the feet. Relax the back of the neck. One more full breath. And then let's release those hands down. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, step the right leg back. Drop down to the right knee. Release the back toes and then take those arms up into your low lunge. Interlacing the fingers at the base of the head. Ground down into that left heel and then maybe start to shift those hips a little bit further forward. But imagine you're trying to drag that left heel back towards the right knee. So that right hip starts to come forward a little bit. Those lower ribs trying to draw in. And if it's okay, you might start to rest the head back into the hands, lift the sternum up, drop the tailbone down, reaching the elbows up towards the ceiling. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, releasing those hands, tuck the back toes under, step back into plank position. Inhaling, exhale Chaturanga. Inhale Urdhva Mukha. And exhale Adho Mukha. And hold here for one breath. Take the right leg up to your 3-legged dog. Keep the leg parallel, draw that left quadricep up. And then exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands. Left heel comes down, and Virabhadrasana 2. So nice and wide with the legs, right toes are pointing forward, left toes pointing slightly in, shoulders over the hips. Take the right arm underneath, left arm on top, and come into your eagle arms. So lifting those elbows up, drop the shoulders down. See if you can bend a bit deep in this front leg. Try to press the right knee back behind you without letting that left hip go. So shoulders keep pointing to the side. Easy breath. Bend a bit deep in that front leg. Taking one more full breath. Releasing those arms back out to your warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale into your side angle. So Parsvakonasana, either right forearm down, left arm up and over. If it's available, you could take the fingertips down or bring the hand all the way down. Take that left arm up and over. Head can look up towards the ceiling if that's available. Keep pressing down through the outside edge of that left foot. Full breaths. And then on your next in-breath, keep the legs as they are. Just come into your reverse warrior. We won't hold this one for too long. Not too much weight on that backhand. And then let's straighten that front leg. Bring that back foot, your left foot in, just about a foot in. Shoulders stay over the hips for a moment. Take an inhale. And then coming into your Trikonasana, letting that right hip shift. Right hand to the back of that shin or onto a block or onto the ankle. Just definitely not onto the knee. Turn the head to look up if you can, towards that left thumb. Steady gaze. Try to press down through the outside edge of that left foot. Looking back down towards that right big toe. And then on the next in-breath, coming back up. Circle the arms down. Rotate onto the ball of that left foot. Bring the hands a little bit further forward of that right foot. And we're going to come into our standing split, keeping that left leg parallel. It feels quite nice to open it out. You can do that sometimes if you want to. Take an inhale to lengthen out through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, soften both knees. Relax the head down. And then again, take an inhale, extend that left leg out, reach out through the crown of the head. And then exhale to soften. And then inhale to extend. And then exhale to soften. One more time. Inhale to extend. And exhale to soften. And then just last time to extend and then step that left foot forward. Relaxing the head down. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees. Come back into your Utkatasana. Reach those arms up. Sitting the hips down. Lift those eyes. Take an inhale and then exhale. Forward fold. Once again, interlacing the fingers. If you can, try to interlace the fingers the other way. So often it's just the less dominant way. Relaxing the back of the neck. Noticing if there's any space, particularly on that exhale, to take the arms a bit further away from you. And then let's gently release those hands down. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, take the left leg back. Come down to the left knee, release the back toes. Taking those arms up, interlacing the fingers at the base of the head. Just allowing the hips to shift a little bit further forward. Then ground down through that right heel and imagine you're trying to drag it towards that left knee. And then maybe starting to lift through the front of the body, lift through that sternum, lift the eyes, leaning the head back into the hands. Shifting the hips a bit further forward if you can. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, releasing those hands. Hands come down, tuck the back toes under, step back into your plank. Inhale, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Take a breath in your down dog. Steady the gaze. Take the left leg up to your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, stepping it forward, right heel down, warrior two, shoulders over the hips, bend into that front leg, trying to get that left knee over the left ankle, and this time taking that left arm underneath, right arm on top, wrapping the arms around, find your eagle arms, bend a bit deep in that front leg, shoulders pointing to the side, try to press the left knee back behind you. And then on the next inhale, extend those arms back out into your warrior two, and then coming into your Paschimottanasana or side angle, right arm up and over, or taking that left hand all the way down in front of that left ankle. Keep pressing down through the outside edge of that right foot. Option to turn the head to look up towards the ceiling. Keep that front leg as it is, coming back into your reverse warrior. Inhaling, light with that back hand. And then on the next in-breath, straightening that front leg. Bring that back foot in, just about a foot for your Trikonasana. Inhaling, let that left hip shift back slightly. Turning the head to look up towards that top hand. Keep reaching up with the right hand and reaching down with the left hand. You're trying to lift away from that bottom hand, but the energy is still reaching down. Turn the head to look back towards that left big toe. And then inhaling, coming back upright. Bend through that front leg, cut all the hands down. And then taking the hands a little bit further forward of that left foot, coming into your standing split. So rotate this right hip to parallel. Take an inhale, lengthen out. And then as you exhale, soften both knees, relax the head. And then inhale to extend, and exhale to soften. Inhale to extend, and exhale to soften. And once again, inhaling, and exhale. This last time, extend, and then stepping it forward. Back into your Uttanasana, Uttanasana. Just relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees. Come into your Utkatasana. Inhaling. We're just moving through this time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step or jump back into your plank position. Inhaling, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll move through our standing sequence one more time, just some variations, just a little bit faster. Take the right leg up to your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale. Bring the right knee towards the chest. We're going to go into our fallen triangle. So extend that right leg out to the side, flex the right foot. Come to the inside edge of that left foot. If you can't do this, then just drop the knee down. Otherwise, both legs straight. Take that left arm up towards the ceiling, looking up towards that left hand. Press the mat away from you with the right hand. Try to take the weight into the knuckles. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Bring the right knee towards the chest, stepping it forward. Left heel down, warrior two, shoulders over the hips. Take your eagle arms, right arm underneath, left arm on top. Just one breath here. Take the arms back out into your warrior two, inhaling. Exhale into your Paschimottanasana, just your variation. Option here to take a half bind or a full bind. So that left arm can come back behind you, reaching for the inside of that right thigh. If it's available, you might take that right arm underneath and reach back for your left fingertips, or if you can hold onto your left wrist, hold onto your left wrist. Try to spiral the right side of the body up towards the ceiling.
Turn the head to look up towards the ceiling if you can. Keeping that front leg bent. Keep breathing. Release the bind. Take that left arm back up and over. Keep the front leg as it is. Inhaling back into your reverse warrior. Come back to standing. Straighten the front leg. Bring that back foot in a foot. Inhaling. Exhale, right hip shift into your Trikonasana. We're just going to take one breath here. And then inhaling, coming back up. Bring the hands down by the front foot. Step back into down facing dog. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. Steady gaze with the eyes. Take the left leg up to your three-legged dog. Inhaling, exhale, knee in towards the chest, fallen triangle. So taking that left leg out to the side, flex that left foot, come to the inside edge of that right foot, option to drop that left knee down, or take that right arm up towards the ceiling. Pressing down to the knuckles of that left hand, try to lift away from the bottom hand and reach the right fingertips up. Keep breathing. Taking one more inhale and then exhale. Bringing that right hand down. Bring the left knee in. Step it forward. Right heel down. Warrior two. Shoulders over the hips. Find the breath. Eagle arms. Left arm underneath, right arm on top. Try to lift the elbows up, drop the shoulders down. Extending back out into your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale into your side angle. Top arm up and over, or remember option for a half bind. So right arm behind, reaching for the inside of that left thigh, or if it's available, full bind. So left arm underneath. Try to reach back, holding onto the fingertips, or if you can, that right wrist. Lean the shoulders back. Keep that front leg bent. Keep breathing. Releasing the bind, taking that right arm back up and over. Keep the front leg as it is. Inhaling. Reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, straighten that front leg. Bring that back foot in, just a foot. Inhale. Exhaling into your Trikonasana. Just one breath. Grounding down through the feet. And then inhale. Coming back up, circle the hands by the front foot, step back into down facing dog. Taking an in-breath through the nose, and then out through the mouth. Once again, inhaling through the nose, out through the mouth. Just coming back to breathing in and out through the nose. I'm going to come down to the knees together, feet together, and sit back into your Japanese seated position. You can come to cross legs if this is not comfortable. Cup the left hand in the right, thumbs lightly touching. Just closing down the eyes. Just allowing the breath to slow right down. Shoulders relaxed. Just noticing and observing the effects of the practice. Last few moments here in stillness. And then let's open the eyes. Just sitting over to one side, taking the legs out long. And come a little bit further down your mat. making sure that you're right up on your sitting bones. And then we're going to take hold of the right big toe with the pistol grip if you can. And if you can't hold onto the toe, just hold onto the ankle or hold onto the calf, or you might even just hold behind the knee. Okay, holding on to where you can, left hand by your hip. Draw that right knee in and back. Try to lift up out of the lower back. Inhale, and then as you exhale, let yourself fold forward. Then we're going to go again. Draw that right knee back, lift up out of the lower back, and then exhale as you go forward. Inhale, drawing it back. Exhale to go forward. Inhaling, drawing it back, and then exhale to go forward. Try to let the head and the upper body relax as you go forward. We're just going to go 2 more times with the right. Lift up out of the lower back and go forward. And last time, drawing it back, inhale, and then exhale to go forward. And let's release the grip. Let the arms relax. And for a couple of breaths, we'll just let ourselves fold forward. Not too much effort. We'll just try to soften. And then coming back upright, and we'll go with the left leg now. So right hand by your hip, taking hold of that left big toe if you can, or behind the knee, the calf, the ankle. Draw that left knee in towards the armpit, lift up through the lower back, inhale, and then exhale to go forward. And then inhale, drawing that knee back, and then exhale to go forward. And again, inhaling, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And a few more. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. And last one. And then letting yourself just fold down. Just taking a few breaths here. And then inhale, coming back up. I'm just going to turn around so I can face you here. So legs stay out long. And bringing the left leg in now. So I'm just going to be mirroring you now. So left leg in, sole of the foot to the inside of that right leg. So going for our Janushirasana, both hip bones pointing forward as much as you can. Reach those arms up, inhaling, and then exhale, forward fold. Belly reaching down towards the thighs, holding on to where you can. Crown of the head reaching forward, shoulders away from the ears. Pressing down through the back of that left thigh, if you've got some space. And then taking an inhale, lengthen out, and then exhale to release. That left heel, take it a little bit more over to the left side of the groin. So we're just going to be opening out slightly more to the side. We're taking our Parivrtta Janushirasana, or twisted variation. So we're going to take that right arm down the right leg, coming down onto the side, and then taking that left arm up and over. If you can drop that right elbow to the inside of the leg, you can go for that and hold the inside of the foot. Keep pressing down through that left sitting bone, maybe turning the head to look up towards the ceiling if it doesn't create too much extra tension in your neck. Breathing into that left side body. And then taking an inhale, coming back up. And then let's release that left leg long. And now bringing the right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Both hip bones pointing forward. Taking those arms up, take an inhale, and then exhale, coming forward over that front leg. Taking hold of where you can. And reaching the sternum forward, crown of the head forward. So we're continuing to try to extend out through the spine just as much as you can. And if you have to stay really upright, that's completely fine. Just taking one more inhale and then stay for the exhale. Inhale into your halfway lift and then releasing.
taking that right heel, taking it slightly over towards the right side of the groin, so you're turning a little bit more towards the right, and then taking that left hand down onto the leg, right arm up and over. Maybe dropping that left elbow to the inside and holding the inside of the foot, turning the head to look up if you can. Keep pressing down through that right sitting bone. And then on the next in-breath, coming back up and bringing that right leg forward. Now bringing the legs in towards you, and we're going to cradle our right leg. So you're going to try to bring that right foot into the left forearm, or if you can, all the way into that left elbow, and wrapping the arm around the knee. Try to bring the shin in towards you, lift up out of the lower back, flexing that right foot. Just find the breath. And if this isn't available for any reason, it's a pretty strong pose. You could just bring that left leg up and just rest the leg onto the right leg, onto the left leg. Otherwise, if you can, we're cradling that right leg, lift up out of the lower back, and then start to take a few little rocks from side to side. And then hold that right foot over towards the left and turn the head to look over the right shoulder. And then bring the head back to center, holding underneath the thigh, so hugging that right knee right in towards the chest, and then starting to bring the hand onto that right leg, the hands onto the leg, starting to straighten the leg up as much as you can. You might keep it slightly bent. If you can hold on to that right foot, drop the shoulders away from the ears, looking up slightly towards the ceiling. Keep shifting the weight forward onto the sitting bones. Take one more inhale, and then exhale to release that down. We'll swap it over straight away. So bringing that left foot in towards the right forearm, into the nook of the elbow, cradling the knee, try to lift up out of the lower back, drop the shoulders down. Just continuing to lengthen into the inhale and the exhale. And then taking a little rock from side to side. Really try to lift up out of the lower back as much as you can. And then keeping the foot slightly over towards the right, and then turn the head to look over the left shoulder. Keeping that left foot flexed. And then inhale back to center. Holding underneath the thigh, so just bringing that left knee in towards you, and then starting to take the hands onto the calf, the ankle, or if you can, all the way up into the foot. And then if it's possible, you start to straighten that left leg, drop the shoulders down, lift the eyes up slightly towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, releasing that leg down. So for this next pose, we're going to work into our compass. Feeling really free to just work with the pose that we just did. It's super strong as it is, but anyone who would like to go to this next stage, coming with me. So if you're just going for your cradle, just go for that. If you want to go into compass, we're going to take the right leg, try to bring that right knee as high up onto that right shoulder. So you're going to tuck it underneath the shoulder. So bring it as far underneath the shoulder as you can. Taking that right hand down, place it onto the mat. And this left hand is holding the outside of the right foot. So outside of the foot. And then you might just stay here, and this is completely fine. If you can, we're going to start to straighten that leg, press that right shoulder back onto the leg, turn the head to look to the left, flexing that right foot. Keep breathing. And then very gently, just coming out of it. Bringing that
right leg down. Just take a couple of breaths in your seat, closing down the eyes. Letting everything settle back down. And then let's open the eyes. We'll go to the other side. So either you're repeating the cradle with the left leg, so left leg lifting up, trying to bring that left knee as high up onto that left shoulder. So you're trying to tuck it behind, placing that left hand down, holding the outside of that left foot, leaning into that left hand, and then you're starting to straighten that left leg just to where you can, turning the head to look over towards the right, keeping both hips down. Find the breath. Left foot flex. Taking one more full breath. And then just very slowly starting to come out of it. Resting both legs down. Hands resting on the thighs. Closing down the eyes. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And once again, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. One more time like that. Deep breath in and out. Opening the eyes. Extend the legs back out long in front of you. We'll take our Paschimottanasana, our forward fold here, just for a few breaths before we come down onto our back. Just taking an inhale to lengthen up, and then as you exhale, bringing the belly down towards the thighs, just taking hold of wherever you can, and letting this be quite relaxed just as much as you can. I know it's not relaxing for everyone. Now just soften through the shoulders, flex through the feet. You might keep your knees slightly bent if you need to, if you really feel this in your lower back. And then taking an inhale, coming up, making your way down onto your back. Bending the knees up so the feet, outside edges of the feet come parallel with the outside edges of the mat, and then take the arms a little bit away from the back. Taking an inhale, as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right, turn the head to look over the left shoulder. You can let the eyes close down if that's comfortable. And then inhaling back up through center, dropping the knees to the left, turning the head to look over the right. And then inhaling up through center, dropping the knees to the right, turning the head to look over the left. And inhaling through center, dropping the knees over to the left. Head turns to the right. And then inhaling back up through center, bringing the feet in a little bit closer. Going for your happy baby, so bringing the knees in towards the armpits, holding the outside edges of the feet, flexing the feet if you can't hold onto the feet, just wherever you can. Try to press the back of the pelvis down, draw the shoulders and shoulder blades back down onto the mat. Maybe rocking a little bit from side to side if you like to, just massaging out the lower back. And then coming back to center, taking an inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the knees in. And then let's release the legs all the way long. Just letting the feet fall away from one another. Arms a bit away from the body, palms facing up. Lift the shoulders and let the shoulder blades slide down the back as you place them back down. Just allowing the eyes to close completely. Just making any little adjustments to make sure you feel really comfortable. So with each exhale, surrendering the weight of the body. Just acknowledging your effort to be here on the mat and allowing yourself to come to complete rest just for the next few minutes.
please feel free to stay here for as long as you need to. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. Namaste.